motion.
Melissa will motion. A second?
I'll second.
Tyler will second. And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And it is recommended that the minutes of the December 12th, 2022 regular board meeting be approved as presented. Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
George will motion. A second?
I'll second.
Second by Melissa. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. There are no statements for the public, and I guess I would like to welcome Tyler Herman as a new board member. I'm sorry I didn't do that.
You're fine, thank you.
And then we have superintendent's report.
Thank you. Yes, welcome aboard, Tyler. Happy to have you.
Thank you.
Just want to give you a brief update on our construction project, the baseball, softball practice facility, and the bleachers, new bleachers at the football field and work at the softball field. They continue to pour concrete, weather permitting, obviously. They're also running some drainage. Recent large rain, we had to get that water away so we can get the rest of the concrete poured. The work is continuing. If you've been by there, you'll notice all the bleachers have been removed, they've been taken down. We also have written confirmation that the new bleachers will be on site, on time for us to erect them, secure them, and be ready to roll for the first football game next fall. So once all the concrete is poured, the rest of the building should go up fairly quickly, get it under roof, and then the interior work can progress. And very happy to report at this time we are on schedule. And that's all I have this evening.
All right, thank you. And then we have the election of Board of School Trustee Officers, Board of Finance, and then appointments of committees for the year 2023.
I would like to make the motion that Janet stays at board president.
I can do that. All right, so George makes the motion.
I'll second.
Melissa will second for me to say president. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries 5-0. And then for vice president, I would like to make a motion to keep Melissa as vice president.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And then for secretary,
I know the seat is open, you know, because Chris had that position for the year of 2022. Maybe we can give the opportunity to Tyler.
Good with that?
so do you want a motion?
I'll second that motion.
So Melissa, you motioning for that?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
George will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And then, our corporation treasurer for Melissa Davis.
I move that we keep Melissa Davis on as our corporate treasurer.
Okay, so a motion by Matt,
I'll second.
second by Tyler. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries 5-0. The legislative liaison for ISBA.
I think Tyler would be good for that. You good?
Yeah, I can do that.
So I'll make the motion that Tyler.
Okay, so George will motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Melissa will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries 5-0. And then, a member on the Victor Moore Scholarship Committee.
I was on that committee last year and I'm fine with staying. But it still needs emotions, right?
I'll motion.
Yes. So Tyler will motion. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries 5-0. The negotiation committee. I would like to motion for Melissa to be on that.
I'll second.
Tyler seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries 5-0. And then the Spencer County Redevelopment Board as a non-voting member.
Point of order, this is not a Spencer County Redevelopment Board, it's the
It's the
Rockport
Rockport, isn't it?
Redevelopment Board. It does not consider any of Spencer County, just Rockport proper.
I would like to nominate Matt, on that because he done a good job, keeping us updated on the development, committee there.
I'll second that.
Okay, so Melissa will motion, correct?
Mm-hmm.
George will second. And it's for the Rockport Redevelopment Board. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Sorry, I'll vote yes to that. Sorry, I need to say no to the vote.
Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And then we have consent items. Number 1, approve the payroll claim dockets and the accounts payable claims numbered 1371 to 1442 and 1 to 36. Number 2, approve the treasurer's financial report. Number 3, accept the resignation of the following, approve to post the positions and grant permission to hire. So the first is Kermit Lindsay for the summer mowing maintenance assistant, effective immediately. The second is Bobby Bruce, South Spencer High School special education teacher, effective December 20th, 2022. And the third is Savannah Rapp, South Spencer High School special needs aide, effective January 4th, 2023. Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
George will motion. A second?
I second George's motion for the consent items as presented.
So Matt will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So the consent items are approved 5-0. And then we have consideration of administrative recommendations. So number 1, Mr. Schneider.
Thank you, Mrs. President. In your board packet, you'll find a copy of a proposed agreement with Laura Martin to provide English language learner services to qualified students for the 2022-2023 school year. Mrs. Martin is a licensed ELL teacher with North Spencer School Corporation and is agreeable to performing the duties contained in the agreement. The Department of Ed requires a licensed ELL teacher of record for students that qualify for ELL services. This agreement will ensure South Spencer County School Corporation meets this legal requirement. I recommend the board approve the agreement as presented.
All right, so can I get a motion to approve the agreement?
Motion.
George will motion. A second?
I'll second.
Tyler will second. Any discussion?
Yeah, this is the consideration for the agreement. Is there another motion gonna be made for the hire of that individual?
You want to address that, Mr. Schneider?
Would you please?
Sure. Matt, the Ms. Martin is going to be an independent contractor, so she will not be an employee of the corporation.
Okay.
And this agreement outlines the obligations that she has to the corporation and the corporation's obligations to pay her. Also, the Exhibit A to the agreement is all of her duties that she will provide to the corporation.
I guess the question that I have is nowhere in the motion is it for who? I just think that's a little odd that we don't list specifically who the contract is for.
We can consider that a motion to amend the original motion and to hire, or not to hire, to enter into a contract with Laura Martin to serve as the ELL teacher pursuant to the agreement that was in the board packet.
Okay.
Is that- is that good?
I agree to that.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
So George, will you motion that again?
So you motion to provide the EL services, by Laura Martin for the 2022-2023 school year.
I make the motion to approve the agreement to provide ELL Laura Martin services for the 2022-2023 school year.
Okay.
I'm still second.
Okay, and then still second by Tyler. All right, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? So that motion carries 5-0. And then number 2.
Transportation Director Shelley Meredith has provided you a list of 4 additional buses and 1 2004 Chevrolet truck as vehicles that are surplus. The buses are surplus since we've gone from 16 bus routes to 10. We would still maintain 16 buses for the 10 routes we run. So we could add routes in the future without needing to purchase new buses. The truck is an old FFA vehicle that is no longer used and no longer runs. I recommend the board declare these vehicles surplus and grant the administration authority to sell said vehicles as presented.
All right, so can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Melissa will motion, a second.
I'll second.
Second by George. Any discussion?
With the said vehicles listed, is there going to be minimums set on these before they're sold so that we're not giving them away?
Yes, we do, we'll probably sell them on an online, it's called publicsurplus.com, and the owner has the right to reject all bids if they don't feel like they've gotten.
Okay, so is there like a reserve that we will set, or how's that work?
We can set a reserve, sure.
Okay. What question I have?
And you'll still have to, you'll still have to be publicized, so all local people will have knowledge that the vehicles are up for sale and where to go and how to bid. Yes.
So this bidding, not only like other school corporations have access to that, it can be, like if an individual wants to purchase this bus, they have access.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And then number 3.
Thank you. In your board package, you'll find a proposed new title for the maintenance assistant position and revisions to the job description. Kermit Lindsay recently resigned from the maintenance assistant position. Mr. Schick and I felt this was an ideal time to revise the job description to maximize the efficiency of the maintenance department. We're recommending renaming the job Athletic Fields Groundskeeper to more accurately describe the work required of the position. The pay rate for the position will not change, will remain $15.50 per hour. The position will work 30 hours per week for 6 months, April through September, to cover the most active growing season and prepare athletic fields for the fall and spring seasons. I recommend the board approve the new title and revisions to the job description and grant authority to post said position as presented.
All right, can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Motion by George, a second.
I'll second.
Second by Melissa. Any discussion?
Mr. Schneider, thank you for the additional information requested on this one. You're very well on it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Aye. Oh, no, sorry.
Motion carries 5-0. And then number 4.
Thank you. In your board package, you will find a proposed resolution to transfer funds from the Education Fund to the Operations Fund for the 2023 year. State law allows school districts to transfer up to 50% of the educational funds to the Operations Fund. While we haven't transferred any funds since January of 2022 and do not anticipate the need to transfer any funds this year, we want to retain the flexibility to do so should we encounter an emergency or event which we need to make said transfers. I recommend the board approve the resolution allowing the school corporation to transfer funds from the Educational Fund to the Operations Fund per state statute as presented.
Okay, can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Melissa will motion, a second.
I'll second.
Tyler seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And number 5.
Thank you, Mrs. President. In your board packet, you'll find a list of proposed school board meeting dates and times for 2023. Board meetings will continue to be held the second Monday of each month at 6 p.m. in the multipurpose room of the South Spencer High School. The only exception will be the October meeting, which will take place the third Monday of the month to avoid meeting over fall break. I recommend the board approve the dates and time as presented.
Can I get a motion?
I move that we accept the dates as presented.
Thank you. A second?
I'll second.
Tyler seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And number 6.
Thank you. In your board packet, you will find a copy of insurance coverage through the Educational Service Center's Risk Funding Trust for the 2023 school year. Coverages include property, general liability, automobile, school board legal liability, crime, law enforcement, employee benefits, workers' compensation, and excess liability. I recommend the board approve the renewal of insurance coverage as presented.
Okay, can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Melissa will motion, a second.
I'll second.
George will second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion to approve carries 5-0. And number 7.
Thank you, Mrs. President. In your board packet, School Corporation Treasurer Melissa Davis has provided you a summary of year-end transfers of appropriations within accounts in the Education Fund and Operations Fund. State statute requires all accounts to end in the black, and these transfers accomplish that mandate. I recommend the board approve the transfers as presented.
Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Tyler will motion, a second.
I'll second.
Second by Melissa. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And then we have consideration of personnel recommendations. Mr. Schneider.
Thank you. Presented in front of you is Jessica Thompson for the, for the South Spencer High School Special Ed teacher, effective January 4th, 2023.
Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Melissa will motion, a second.
I'll second.
George will second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries 5-0. And then written reports were also given to the board, which included the technology report, the maintenance report, the transfer